Now, it's time for you to open up your piggy banks. That's the message to hard-pressed councils from the local government secretary, Eric Pickles. He says they should unlock what he calls the big bucks, which they hold in reserve. In our region alone, they're sitting on millions of pounds, which the government say should be freed up to trigger economic growth and cushion the effects of the spending cuts. Well, our political editor, Patrick Burns, is here with us now. So, Patrick, give us an idea of the big sums involved.
Suzanne, it equates to almost 1/3 of the huge block grant handed out by central government each year to our local authorities. Now, in round figures, our region's 33 councils receive well over £3 billion between them. Now, Mr Pickles is saying they could unlock some of the £900 million plus they hold in reserve for that rainy day, because the bad weather is well and truly upon us.
Now it's starting to rain, even starting to snow. So it would be sensible to use this money to merge back office services or to improve IT, to deal with the reductions that they're going to face in grant.
So, Patrick, is he criticising councils? Because surely it's a very good idea for them to take precautions and save.
He doesn't blame them for being prudent, Nick, but he is jogging the elbows of councils who are sitting on sums equivalent to half their annual budget. Excluding schools and major capital projects, Wychavon Council in Worcestershire spends £17 million a year, but it holds £8.5 million in reserve. Now, that's the equivalent of 49.8% of its annual budget. At Tamworth in Staffordshire, the proportion's even higher, at 12.6% annual budget, £12.6 million annual budget with £7.5 million in reserve. That is equal to 59.8%.
We'd have to look at it, I think, on an individual basis, and certainly in Tamworth's case, we have earmarked these reserves. Tonight alone, we have a report going before our Cabinet Committee to actually release £900,000 to invest in improving our services that should deliver us savings long term.
One of the main things is actually to help the regeneration of the area, then to invest in projects such as we've done in Droitwich with the Waitrose, where we've built a Waitrose supermarket, in Pershore where we built a hospital, to get a good rate of return, which we use that to subsidise the council tax, and that's why we've got the 8th lowest council tax for a district council in the country.
So it's not all gloom and doom. Mr Pickles says councils dipping into the money they've set aside is a temporary measure. They'll build up their reserves again in what he confidently predicts will be the sunnier days to come. We'll see.
Indeed. Thanks very much indeed, Patrick. You're with Midlands Today from the BBC this chilly Wednesday evening. Still to come on tonight's